Colin is full of life, very active, he's very eccentric in many ways, great personality, loving.
Bella is, she's exciting. She loves to have fun, she loves to play, she loves to go outside, she loves outside. I can barely keep her inside the house.
Augie's a fun kid, loves wrestling with his brother and playing in the front yard with the neighbors. He always has some scheme that he's cooking up, it seems like. He was 3, almost 3.5. It was that first summer during COVID, so all the kids were home. He was having some fevers, and I wasn't super worried because he's a little kid and that's what they do.
My dad saw these, my face, half of my face was red.
And so we went to our doctor. His belly was really swollen. He also had bruising that the doctor called petechiae, where his seatbelt had been just coming from our house to the doctor's office. He immediately said, very calmly, "You need to go to Children's Hospital." That night, Auggie was diagnosed with B-cell ALL leukemia.
I think I was at work and my wife called me and she said, she's sick, she's really, really sick. She has sickle cell. And I was like, oh, it just took me by total surprise. I was just stunned.
The pain started it go through your veins, then it come back through, it gets stuck and you have pain.
You can imagine cells that are round were made that way for a reason. They're able to go through the body easily and carry oxygen to all your main organs. And when they're sickled, they get stuck in different places.
It was probably 6 to 8 months prior to being diagnosed, and he, was quite active in hockey. So we were starting to see some balance issues.
On my skates, I can stand on my skates. I had good balance. I just keep falling, and we kept on it was weird to us.
And then it was about 2 weeks prior to going into the hospital that there was just this escalation of events that happened almost every day that finally I was like, you know what? I need to call a doctor. Let's go in. And we went on a Saturday morning to go get that MRI, and on June 7th of 2014, and we didn't leave the hospital that day.
I was diagnosed with mesoblastoma, stage 4 brain tumor.
From when we first got to the emergency room that first night, there was child life that was right there, and making what could have been a really traumatic experience very not traumatic. They've made it as painless as possible, and the way that the nurses communicate with kids about what's going to happen, there's a lot of trust there.
Sounds like you had a couple of pokes, is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and do you know what? Our doctors, they look at the blood and they learn a lot about your body, and that's what they've been doing because they want to help your body to get feeling better.
Child Life Services is here to support the social, emotional, and developmental needs of children, siblings, and families. The services we provide are aimed at supporting children specifically. The hospital's a really scary place, especially if you're a child. There's loud noises, there's people around, you're separated from your normal life. Our team aims to help support patients through that.
When she first started coming here, she was very small. But when she began to get a little older and she was able to see what they're doing to her, she was absolutely terrified. It was a nightmare for her. But they made it a lot easier, from just bringing her blankets to visual things for her to play with while she was getting the shot.
It could be playing cards. It could be getting shot at by Nerf guns, sharing a snack, talking about a TV show. Whatever it is, it was that new friend. And Child Life was, to us, almost that lifeline for Colin, for his sanity and him to be comfortable. And it got to the point where we didn't do anything without the presence of Child Life.
Children's does a really great job of providing top-notch medical care while also, caring for the whole kid and making sure that really scary medical things aren't scary for the kids.
Another piece of what we do is provide really memorable celebrations or fun experiences that kids can remember when they leave. So whether that's the zoo coming in and playing bingo, or it's one of our sports teams doing visits at the bedside, they provide really special things that hopefully provide a more positive memory than some of the medical experiences they had to undergo here. Donor funding is essential to the Child Life programs. More than half of our budget comes from donor funding. All of our expressive therapies, our school team, and our playroom operations all rely on grants and donor funding.
I want to go into Child Life. I'll be really good at this. I find it really fun, talking to kids about what I've gone through. Join us for KIDstruction Week by donating $2 per hour in your 40-hour work week. Simple, yet incredibly impactful.
Thank you for supporting KIDstruction Week. You're making a difference for kids like me.